It was supposed to be just another fun day at a party, but she was stopped by this rude security guard. Not only does this young woman not have an invitation, but the man justifies that this is an event that does not accept people like her. When asked what he means, the employee says that she needs to look in the mirror. For no apparent reason, he treats the poor young woman with disrespect and doesn't even seem to care. Unscrupulous, he suggests that she go under a bridge, implying that it is a suitable place because of the way she is dressed. Despite the constant insults, she does not lower her head and faces the arrogance of the security guard, who continues to judge her for her plain appearance, but far from slovenly or anything similar. In an aggressive tone after a cynical laugh, he states that he cannot let a person like her into the party, without explaining why. For this reason, she refuses to leave and asks him if he knows who she is. He replies that he doesn't know her. Then the mistreated young woman explains that she has the money to enter that event and any other. When she realizes that something wrong is happening at the entrance of the party, the head of the security team talks to the arrogant man and decides to go there to solve this situation. Meanwhile, both continue with their discussion, which is unnecessary, to say the least. He offends her without reason and she, polite despite the accusations and offenses, remains determined not to leave. This man is a simple employee, but he acts as if he owned the property. His role is not to judge people by their appearance, but this is what he does to her, calling her a badly dressed, filthy woman. However, the young woman is aware of her rights and seems confident that at some point he will have to allow her to enter the party. At this moment, the head of the security team arrives. It seems that the employee's rude behavior is an order from his superiors. Like him, the woman replies in a low voice that she will not allow a badly dressed young woman like that to enter. Disrespecting her even more, she allows the others who were at the back of the line to enter the event, taking only their appearance as a parameter. The two officials are cynical people and offend the young woman as if she was not right in front of them. They reveal that today is the day the new owner of the establishment will appear, and because of this they need to be careful who enters the party. The head of the security is perhaps even more despicable and assures that she will get rid of the supposedly inconvenient customer. The employee does not understand the young woman's insistence, and she explains that she just wants to dance a little. Upon hearing this, the two arrogant employees laugh disrespectfully. The man, always aggressive, suggests that she could dance in a circus. The brave young woman with personality demands respect, but the two don't seem to care and, in fact, seem to take some kind of pleasure in humiliating the supposedly humble customer. The head of the security team reaffirms that people dressed like her will not be allowed into a party dedicated to high-class citizens. When she asks what they mean by this, they both mock her clothing and even her physical appearance, going beyond any limit of civility and reasonableness. But she is a confident woman with self-esteem, so she is not overwhelmed by the offenses. Her insistence, however, does not convince the employee. As rude as his coworker is, he declares that he will not allow her to enter, treating her as a lower-level client. Only because of her less flashy appearance, she insists and tries to convince them a few more times, but the two employees are not only rude. Tired of being humiliated, she decides to leave for now. Even after accepting the request of the two employees, they are cruel and continue to mock her humble appearance. Almost in tears and with her head down, she is leaving, but bumps into a very well-dressed woman. At this party, unfortunately, all the people appear to be rude. Even with her apology, the woman offends the young one, also suggesting that this is not a place for her. On the street where the party is taking place and meets another woman. Although the two do not know each other, the humiliated young woman makes an unusual proposal. She asks if the unknown woman would agree to sell her shoe. Confused, she asks why. A little embarrassed, she explains that she would like to go to a party. The stranger is curious to know if it is the party that has opened on the corner, and upon receiving the positive answer, asks if the young girl is crazy, because there is no way she can return home without any shoes on her feet. She proposes that the two exchange their shoes and even offers a significant amount of money, thus convincing the stranger. Back at the party, now wearing beautiful high heels, but the rude security guard appears and stops her again. Naive as she does not fully understand why she is not allowed to enter, she shows the man her new shoes, confident that now she will no longer be barred by him or the head of security. But he makes no point of hiding his contempt for her, asking about the real reason. The cruel man looks the poor woman in the eye and says that the problem is not her clothes, but her. Feeling even more offended, she asks what's wrong with her, and the security guard repeats the cliché line about her needing to look in the mirror. And then he tells that today a very important person will attend the party, and therefore he will not allow people like her to enter. Again refusing to explain precisely what the problem with her is, he grabs her by the arm and, in a threatening tone, orders her to leave before something worse happens. But she proves once again to be a brave woman and refuses to leave without a genuine reason. The arrogant head of security boss also shows dissatisfaction. However, she warns her colleague that she has been informed that the daughter of the party owner will also pay a visit on the opening day. The offended young woman asks them about the criteria necessary for a person to enter the party. The head of security, cynical in the purest meaning of the word, says that clothes are of no importance. What is not allowed is the entry of people like her, but she reaffirms that she can enter this party and any other, again giving a hint that maybe she is a more important person than they think. But they both don't even consider this possibility. The other customer, also a rude woman, shows up and asks what is going on. Like the security guards, she is concerned about the presence at the party of people she considers to be a lower level. Again in her rights as a customer and consumer, she asks to speak to the manager of the establishment. The head of security reveals that the daughter of the owner of the event is about to arrive. The three of them put her up against the wall. Together they offend her over and over, one suggesting calling the police and the other indicating that the manager needs to be called to get this resolved once and for all. The security guard opts for the second possibility and picks up her cell phone to call the event manager. The rude man offends her for the last time, saying that she will finally be kicked out. But it is her cell phone that starts ringing. To the surprise of those two lousy employees, she reveals that she is the manager of the entire party, and the owner's daughter too. The two refuse to believe it, and the man says that some misunderstanding must be going on. But the humiliated young woman laughs and explains that there is no misunderstanding. Her name is Camila, the daughter of the owner of the event, and the number called is indeed hers. The manager and boss of those two unexemplary employees, now that they know who that young woman is who was until recently offended with the worst possible words, the two security guards try to apologize and explain themselves. But she, despite having been kind at all times, is not naive and does not forget what they did from the moment she arrived. The cowardly man says that the two were just doing their jobs and asks her to understand them. But she has been the victim of very serious accusations and offenses. That is certainly not their job. The woman begs for forgiveness and tries to play poor, saying that this is their only livelihood. This justification does not move her, and the young businesswoman reveals that the two will be fired. To the equally rude party customer, the owner's daughter says that people like her are not welcome at this party. Once aggressive, now the employees pretend to be kind. The man asks if there is no alternative to dismissal, but she has seen enough and there is no other possibility than to fire them immediately. Now with heads down and feeling humiliated, the two are thrown out of the party by the woman they have tried their best to kick out. To you who have watched the video so far, our team sincerely thanks you. Today's video has been produced to alert you to the prejudices that exist in societies around the world. If you like the video, leave your opinion in the comments, and especially, share it, because this important reflection message will reach more and more people. Therefore, your interaction in this post is essential so that more people can reflect on their attitudes. Thank you very much to all.